I have heard some brutal truths about what happens on that end as well. As a producer, this is very simply, as a producer, I will call my 4 or 5 go-to agents and send them the scripts. And I write specs very loosely. I have a certain voice print in mind. I either want male or female. Sometimes I'll say I'll listen to both. I have a certain target demo in terms of the age demographic that I want to reach, but I'll go outside of that. And then I'll ask for texture or not. Do I want a light voice, a heavy voice? And that's about as far as I go. And I will send it to the agents, my 4 or 5 trusted agents, and I will say to them, send me back 10. That's all I want to listen to. Well, but that's because I'm getting 10 from 4 or 5 different agencies. So I'm actually getting 50. The agents then send this out to, 20 or 30 of their people. So they have to whittle it down to what answers my very non-specific specs. Agents have a hard time. Everybody always picks on the agents, but they, I respect what they do.
Well, they're important gatekeepers to this, and they want to make life easy for you, but they also want to make money, and they want to give you the best person.
Yes, exactly. So they're in a funny position. They want to help me and work for me. They also need to protect their clients. So they're not going to submit to me anybody who they feel didn't quite fit the bill, even though they could be incredibly talented. But I hate to say it, but if I get somebody who's so off the mark, it gets implanted in my head. And sometimes that works in your favor, saying, oh, well, that's not going to work for this spot, but I've got something coming down the road that it might work for. Or sometimes it's just so off the wall that it's like, I never want to hear that person again. And I'm just telling you this because I'm human. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just saying I'm human.
Well, you're right in that one particular time. And, as long as, but you don't want to blow somebody's career off because of something like that.
No, you don't. And that's why I go to my trusted agents who rarely do that. And I have to tell you that if they do, I actually give that a good listen because they want me to hear something specific about this person. Right. And I'm fine with that. I find that helpful.
Right. How much do you actually listen to when you get auditions, and usually they'll give somebody the entire script? How long does it take you to figure this isn't the right person and you move on? Or as I like to say, people, if you do it like that, they're going to, if your audio's not right or something, that's going in the wrong file before you even finish with the slate.
That is true. That is true. If you're making it hard for me to listen to, I'm not going to listen to it. But, I can only speak for me. I know other producers work differently. If I'm clicking around Voice Bank to book off demos, which is done a lot, and a lot in promo, then I'm generous. I'll give it 10 seconds. If I actually sent out for auditions and they're sent back, I listen to both full takes. It takes me a while, but I do.
It's good to know. Should everybody do an A and B when they send it an audition?
Absolutely. Because part of what I'm listening for is I'm not listening for you to nail the read on the first take. You don't know what's in my head. Don't second guess me. But if the 2 takes are different and have a different perspective, you're telling me you are directable. And I like that because as a director, I can get you exactly where I need you to be. But if I hear 2 takes that are alike, I'm hearing resistance. I'm going to need to work too hard for that. And I don't want to work that hard at that point.
That is a golden nugget right there.
Right there.
Racking them up tonight.
Yeah. Anybody who's a professional should know that.